by your side. Girls was loving girls so naturally, I thought it was right. So I wanted a girlfriend, I wanted a wife, and now I want woman for the rest of my life.
The music that's originated from Trinidad is soca.
Right.
I would like to think majority of the ladies in Trinidad would aspire to be soca artists, because we see where there's more of a balance in the soca space as it relates to female and male. So why not soca?
Because I love reggae music. I also love dancehall, and I can do it. You understand? It's a part of my roots, right? I do soca. I do calypso, as I said. I am one of the first persons to ever write a queer calypso song. That's never been done in history, right? So it's not like I didn't venture that, because it's a part of me. I am a Trinidadian. Jump high, jump low. I love soca music. But I also have a love for my reggae. And that's in my roots, because that's what I grew up around.
It's no secret. What's your sexuality?
I am sapiosexual and pansexual. That is what I identify as.
What is that?
Sapiosexual is someone that is attracted to mental connections. It's not really about a physical appearance. So I don't have a specific type when it comes to your physical look. However, I thrive on intellectual connections. That's how I am. So in order to even be with me, we have to connect on that level, and I have to get to know you, right? Pansexual now is, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, trans.
Dog, cat.
No, non-animals. Animals is not involved. You have to be a human being still. Animals is not involved in my that's a whole different thing.
I tolerate men.
We live in a risky world, you know? Yeah. So I can say that, we explore.
Men should always spend on a woman.
Appreciation is a big mark.
Welcome back, or welcome to another episode of the Perspectives Podcast. If you don't know by now, my name is Essential, Mr. Confusion, as they would say in St. Kitts. And today I am in Trinidad with a quite beautiful lady. Wonder where Bravo find that lady from. She's an artist,
Yeah, don't know the vibes. Tiny. If you don't know, get to know. You hear the voices, see the face, you don't know the vibes.
Yeah. See, Tiny talk one way when we do the intro. Me test the audio. Now Tiny talk a completely different way. But anyways, alright. We in business now. So Tiny, who are you? Who are you, Tiny? What are you about?
Okay, so I am Tiny Piney. I'm an artist, songwriter, dancer, performer. And I'm a multi-genre artist. So I dabble in different genres, from calypso, soca, reggae, dancehall. Yeah. And my style, my flavor, a little bit different to what you might normally be used to. But it is me. It is authentically me. So yeah, I'm just here to bring the fire.
Yeah. So how would you define yourself as an artist? Because you dabble a lot in different things. So how would you define yourself as an artist?
For me, my love for music is not limited to a genre. So that is one of the reasons why I decided that I would like to dabble in different genres that I enjoy. And I grew up in a musical-oriented family, from my great-grandmother being a music teacher. My godmother is Denise Sosiwa Belfon, so I have that kind of soca vibe. My dad is a reggae engineer, so
the actual Denise Belfon?
Denise, that's my godmother, yeah.
That's musical royalty in Trinidad terms, man. A fun fact, the first time I ever heard soca music was my mom. First, when she moved to St. Kitts, she came home back within a year, and she played a song. Wait, the song go again. But I could remember the chorus was something about Kim. Who the hell is Kim?
What is you talking? You better catch yourself and go and check yourself. Better call her for a ride. Yeah, that's a big song. That is a big song.
So that was my introduction. And you see me there interview her Granddaughter?
Goddaughter.
Oh, God.
Yeah, goddaughter.
That don't count, man.
That count. What do you mean? She teach me how to wine. And she teach me my first word. That counts. My mother and Denise, very, very good. That counts. They're almost like sisters. So to me, she's like an aunt. So it counts.
I feel like you need a little discipline, you know.
What kind of?
You're a bit fiery.
No, that's my personality. That's naturally how I am.
What would you attribute that to?
I don't know. Some people say I'm a fire sign, I'm a Leo, so I'm very outspoken. That's just naturally how I am. This is not me putting on an act or anything. This is literally my personality. If you meet me, it's tiny. I always, even on stage, I bring the fire. That's how I am. I'm very bold. I'm very,
Right. So how did you get into music though?
So I started off doing more dancing. Honestly, I was more of a dancer. I always wanted to get into, writing music and becoming an artist. But because of society, like teachers and different people in life telling me like, being an artist is not really a real career. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, you can do so much other things. I actually did try to do other things. I have a degree in tourism management. I studied that. I have an associate degree in that. I did try to pursue these things, but I was never happy. I always felt empty. I always felt like, even though I was good at these things and I'm able to do it, it's not my calling. It's not what I naturally love to do. So, all how I tried to duck doing the music and duck it, I actually started writing music for other people. And then from that, there was a time that I was invited to a studio session and the producer liked my voice and they asked me to just do a freestyle, and I did a freestyle on spot, which was my first song that I released last year. Tiny Piney is the name of the song. And yeah, that's my journey. That's how I started this entire thing.
So you say you were a dancer. What kind of dancer were you?
To be very honest, I started off with ballet, then contemporary. I danced for Heritage and so forth, Best Village. Denise as well was very much a part of that, me dancing in Best Village and so forth. And yeah, kind of venture into everything else.
Was it that you were being paid to be a dancer? Like
yes. I would take serious gigs like for actual heritage, like Tobago heritage, because I grew up in Tobago. A lot of people don't know, but I grew up in Tobago originally. I was born over here, but I grew up in Tobago, so a lot of my heritage really came from there. And they would pay you for shows. They would definitely pay you for shows. So
So now you speak to actually born in Tobago. What's life like in Tobago, growing up in Tobago?
It's very humbling. I grew up on a farm.
What kind of farm?
So we used to rear chickens, we had pigs, a lot of peas, but mainly chickens and like sheep and that kind of thing. So before I go to school, I used to have to feed the chickens, water the plants, that kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah.
And that humbling life, how did you get to Trinidad? Like, how did you move from Tobago to Trinidad?
Well, for me, I was actually working at Division of Education at a point in time, and COVID happened, and I really was out of a job, so I started streaming, and from streaming,
what were you streaming?
On Tag. I don't know if you're familiar with the app Tag, but I started streaming on Tag, and from streaming...
What were you streaming? Like, what is it you were streaming?
It's just an app you could go and stream and people would see. Just like TikTok, when you go live on TikTok, they could gift you once you are entertaining. So that's what I did. I actually went onto YouTube and I was like, ways to make money from home, and Tag was one of the options. I felt like my personality suit that, and when I started streaming on Tag, the crowd gravitated to me. Anybody who joined my stream gravitated to me, and sometimes I would do things like sing or stuff like that, and people would be like, yo, you should really pursue. And I think it's from doing that and other people outside of my family and probably like teachers and so forth, and the guidance that I had telling me like, yo, you have a good voice, you can really do this, you have a personality, and giving me that motivation and confidence is what made me be like, you know what, I think that this is what I want to do. And I sat with myself for quite some time, and my dad actually told me, he was like, he's an engineer well in the field, and he said in order to really pursue this career, you need to travel, you need to go to Trinidad, you need to start networking yourself, you need to come out of just being in Tobago, because the industry in Tobago is a lot slower for entertainment. So that's how it came about.
And so you just take the boat or the plane and come to Trinidad?
Yeah, well, my mom lives over here, so it's like if I was completely stranded, but yeah, but I don't live with my mom now. I actually rent in Sandy Grande now. So yeah, and I'm basically doing this because I love music, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and that was the sacrifice that I made. I left my comfort of home because I have my own place there to pursue my goals, and yeah.
So what's life like in Trinidad versus Tobago?
It is very different, to be very honest. It is different. The nightlife is a lot different than Tobago, and as I said, the entertainment industry is bigger in Trinidad. I would say Trinidad is a more corporate country for networking. Tobago is more of a laissez-faire kind of tourism-based. You want to go to good beaches, that kind of thing. That is really what Tobago is based about, kind of the relaxed at-home lifestyle. And Trinidad is more of a business kind of economy kind of vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's relatable to me because I live in St. Kitts, Nevis. St. Kitts is more the fast-paced vibes, while Nevis is more relaxed. But I live on Nevis, you know, best place on earth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as it relates to your music now, like how is it getting into the industry of music in Trinidad? As a female, specifically as a female.
As a female, it's really not easy. We have our trials and tribulations when it comes to being a female. I think due to the fact that the industry is male dominated, whereas not just the artists, there's a lot more male artists, but also producers. It's a lot more. You will barely find a female producer anywhere to work with, and it's most of the time you'll have to interact with males. And you know, as a female, sometimes, especially when you look a certain way and so forth, some male might see you and want to pursue you in a way
What certain way that? What certain way?
Well, I explained that. Sometimes they would see you and you look good. So because of the fact that they feel like, okay, she coming to work, but she look good, they might have different intentions to what you might have. So your intention might just be to work and get business going, where they have other intentions for you. And I feel like that's a challenge that I face sometimes. I have to walk away from projects just because the intentions behind it is not what I want for myself.
Like right now you come for your interview and may have certain different intentions.
You see what's going on here?
Yeah, I know them way, man.
See what's going on here?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then I think too, maybe because of the fact that some people feel, for me, I am a person, I embrace my sex appeal, right? I think sometimes they get twisted with the content that I might sing, right? For me, I tell people all the time, don't get tied up with sex appeal and the act of sexual intercourse. Not because I appear as sexy as a woman and I'm proud of being sexy, means that I would be inviting sexual intercourse with any and every person that I connect with, right? So I just have to draw a big line between that, right? And also with my music, even though I do that type of content, I also do different type of content as well. I try to make my content relatable to all, to be more marketable and have a variety of different things. However, I'm young, I embrace my sex appeal, right? And I also feel like while I look like this, I want to enjoy it. I would like to dress to feel sexy because I know that when I reach a certain age, I'm not going to look like this anymore, and I don't want to have any regrets because this is my life and that's the choice that I make. So yeah,
if you're selling sex,
no, not selling sex.
Let me finish.
Sex appeal, difference.
If you sell a pillow, you sell a red pillow. and you're presenting this red pillar. If I like red pillar and I approach you in regards to the red pillar, how can you be offended?
It's no. Listen, right? This is what I'm saying. I will put up my boundaries. Now, I'm not saying that I would feel offended if somebody sees me and like me. No, I can't stop that. At the end of the day, I look good. That is expected. However, if I put up my boundary and you still try to sneak around and not respect my boundaries, that's where I have an issue.
So you no respect a trying man then?
Yo. I don't think you're listening, because at the end of the day, even if you are trying, if somebody is making it clear to you that that's not what they want, I feel like you should respect that. And that's it. That's just it. Just respect. And that's just it.
Yeah. So sticking in the vein of sexuality, I mean, it's no secret. What's your sexuality?
I am sapiosexual and pansexual. That is what I identify as.
What is that?
Sapiosexual is someone that is attracted to mental connections. It's not really about a physical appearance. So I don't have a specific type when it comes to your physical look. However, I thrive on intellectual connections. That's how I am. So in order to even be with me, we have to connect on that level, and I have to get to know you, right? Pansexual now is, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, trans.
Dog, cat.
No, non-animals. Animals is not involved. You have to be a human being still. Animals is not involved in my, that's a whole different thing. Animals is not involved, sweets. Don't get twisted. But yeah, even if you're a hermaphrodite, if so you know what a hermaphrodite is.
Like, where you get that? Yo, I want to man. I insult you, try insult me intelligence. I want to.
No, I just ask.
No, we don't, but we're not fooling. We know what I'm going. We know what I'm going. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's keep it level. Yeah, man, but we know what I'm going, man. Where did you pick up this thing from?
To be very honest, I started off always being attracted to females. To be very honest, I've never actually been attracted to a man until I get to know a man. Never. I always like girls. I grew up, I went to an all-girls school. My first kiss, my first crush, my first person that I fell in love with was my female best friend. I went home to my mother. I told my mother I have a girlfriend. She kicked me down a flight of stairs and sent me to Tobago to live with my father. My father didn't really...
That's right, mama. Good job, man. A joke, man. That's abuse. That's abuse.
No, I mean, I think like as time went by and, me growing up, my grandmother actually was the one that got into my head when I was like 17 going on 18, and she was saying, Pine, how you gonna know you're a lesbian if you don't try to be with a man? Like, how you going to know if you do explore it? And I had a male best friend, which is also the father of my 2 kids now. And that is the person I called, and I decided to try that.
So you just fuck him just so?
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. It's not that. As I said, I was never actually attracted to men like that. So as I say,
so you tried. So you give him 2 fuck and breed 2 times.
May I tell you? Osh uno an. Right? May I tell you?
No, may I try understand.
Well, may I tell you? You have to listen.
May I try understand.
Well, may I tell you?
So far, you're telling me you were only attracted to females.
Right.
No, your granny said,
you have to try it. So I call her my male best friend, which is somebody. My male best friend, which is somebody I knew since the age of 12. Right. As I said, I will more be like, if I know, like, if you see me with a man, better but like we've been friends for years, or I've known you for some time. You understand? So I knew this person is somebody that I was comfortable with already, and I decided to try it. And I tried it, and we have 2 children now. And even
so you fuck 2 times and get 2 people.
No. Hold on. We was in a relationship, right? And in the relationship, I still found myself being attracted to women. I would still see women, and I'll tap him and I'll say, bro, you seeing that proper? Look at her face. Look at her ass. You see how a woman does look? You know a woman does look. You see how them smell? You ever feel a woman's skin compared to a man's skin or a man's hand?
I have a child. No, I can't compare to man. What me do I compare to man?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I like.
I feel like you're disrespecting me smartly.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just telling you, and I'm being myself.
Mama, you violate me. I violate.
Oh,
feel violated.
How?
Feel like a violation.
Why? Why you feel violated?
You're giving violation.
Nah, I'm not trying to violate
you. Feel, man. What may I do feel, man?
No, but I'm just saying.
Come on.
You just feel your own hands.
Come on.
Oh, God. All right.
Come on.
All right. Right. So, for me, I just like women, right? And that's just it. I'm attracted to them more. Even, when I was 16, I remember being diagnosed with PCOS. And they told me that my testosterone is a lot higher, which is a male hormone, than my estrogen. I am still a female. I have all female parts. I was born as a female. However, I do not know if that has something to do with the fact that I am attracted to women. I don't know. You know what I mean?
So it's something scientific.
So it could also be like that, but that is who I am, and that is really right. There we go. Let me break it down like that. Lesbian else, yes.
Yeah, come here to assess some man.
So there we go. Easy.
Yeah, I'm putting the thing in it.
Easier for you to understand.
Yeah, man, I understand. I like that little clarity there on the thing. But you get two pitney, and are you still in a wait. Not even that. Did you develop a relationship with that best friend? Yeah, we did. We were together. We lived together. But as I said, I was still attracted to women, and we did try a poly. I'm not going to lie. We tried a poly where we had a girlfriend, and it was 3 of us, and that worked for us for a while. Eventually we broke up. What caused the breakup? You was jealous. No. You did never. Too jealous. No. You didn't want to share the old. We actually. Or you never want to share the vagina. No. You wanted too much of the vagina. Negative. No. You're jumping the gun for me because, to be very honest, we broke up with him. That's what happened. And me and her continued for a while, and then because of career and because of different things developing in life, and also me pursuing music as well. And he had a different career path, she had a different career path, time. And we split up. Cheers. What is this? Father God, come for your world there. So now, Tiny Pine, for the music, why not soca? As this beautiful. I just said. Listen to the question before responding. Right. Why not choose soca? In Trinidad, or coming out of Trinidad, maybe you can enlighten me, but from coming out of Trinidad, the music that's originated from Trinidad is soca. Right. I would like to think majority of the ladies in Trinidad would aspire to be soca artists, because we see where there's more of a balance in the soca space as it relates to female and male. So why not soca? Because I love reggae music. I also love dancehall, and I can do it. You understand? It's a part of my roots, right? I do soca. I do calypso, as I said. I am one of the first persons to ever write a queer calypso song. That's never been done in history. Right? So it's not like I didn't venture that, because it's a part of me. I am a Trinidadian. Jump high, jump low. I love soca music. But I also have a love for my reggae. And that's in my roots, because that's what I grew up around. So you don't feel like you need to, like, more while we have jacks of all trade, but masters of none. Right. Don't you feel like you need to choose a side? I don't think that would be of me. Because that's putting me in a box, and that's not even a part of my personality, nor is it authentically me as a person. That could never actually be me. And why do I have to play by the rules? Why can't I change? Because you have niches. I mean, it would be an easier journey to pick a side, and then people would be able to identify with that sound, a specific sound. Because if you look at the artists that are big artists, right, even the ones that dabble in multiple genres, right, they would definitely have a base genre that they go back to consistently. So why not choose one as, hey, this is the base, but I dabble in other things? And that is the thing. That is exactly it. Because it's not like let's say, it's not like I would not go back to soca. It's not like if I would forget the genre ever. However, I'm very good at my reggae. I have an amazing reggae voice. I will play some of my tracks for you so you can hear for yourself
and you can decipher for yourself.
It's not a matter of quality. It's a matter of connectivity with the fans.
I understand. And my fans as well, especially my fan base, they know me, right? And they also encourage me to do what I had to do.
Yeah, but to get to that mainstream.
Yeah, but
level.
I think I could be the game changer, and that's just it.
All right, so finally,
I don't have to play by the rules. I don't have to be in a box either.
Why not try the Trinidad vibes?
I have dancehall. That's what I said.
Dancehall and Trinidad are two different things.
Why is it two different things? Why you say that?
Trinidad are the gangster thing, man. And you're going like, you don't know what I mean, man. Let's say something.
I wouldn't say that because a lot of the Trinidad artists, they have girl tunes. You understand? They have songs that appeal to women. The very same.
Yeah,
why?
I would think so, but generally when you get that, when you hear somebody say Trinidad, the first thing that comes to mind is what?
I would think of either Rebel 6 Guilt Tune because I really like that song. I don't think of the gangster things because that is not, I am not of that orient. So for me, my favorite Trinidad songs are the songs that they sing for women. Even Swanee Catch 22, that's a girl tune. To me, that's one of the biggest Trinidad songs. To me, you know. So, but all right, you know. So yeah, yeah. I don't say it now, you know. I don't think the context of the content should define.
You think you had cat?
Should define.
What's that?
You know, I'm saying.
Well, Tiny Piney, what people can expect from you going forward, though?
I have a lot coming. I have an EP that's coming out pretty soon, so you guys can definitely look out for that. As you all know,
of the EP?
Pineapple Express.
And what's the direction? What's the musical direction?
I would like to save that for a surprise. Because I don't think what I am about to do, I don't think it's ever been done in history. And that's another next thing with me. I like to do things that's never been done. I real different.
But does things that never been done work?
It does for me. Because it's authentically me. And authenticity is the highest point of any kind of radiation. And that's just it. Once you're being yourself, it will always work. Period.
So it would be, is there that one artist out there, could be locally, could be internationally, could be regionally, that you'd like to collaborate with?
There's a lot of artists actually that I would like to collaborate with. There's nobody crossing off the list because I listen to everything, down to opera and all. If you understand what I'm saying.
So which artists you'd like to collaborate with?
I had to call names. I really had to do that.
Yeah, man, give me at least five of them.
Internationally.
Pick one from each genre, yeah.
All right, internationally, reggae vibe. I would like to collaborate with probably Lila Ike because I love her style. Love her style.
Yeah.
She's a vibe for me.
Yeah.
Right. She's more of the younger generation, but yeah, for me, I look up to her.
I could see where you go there. I would say Lila or Coffee. Yeah, them the song.
Yeah, or Coffee for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, them they're your flavor tea, you know.
I don't know. All right, okay. Locally, I support a lot of local artists. I have some of them in the room right here. Mellow, Vibes Nelly. They are people that I definitely want to work with and going to work with. I can say Lady Lava, Rion Elbow, Jazzy Blaze. Yeah.
None of the Trinidad artists.
I don't know what you're trying to do my hair, you know.
No, me ask if you'd like to collaborate with one of the Trinidad artists.
Trinidad artists.
No,
just
but you
now.
like, all right, watch it. You say you love Swanee music. Wouldn't you like to do a collaboration with Swanee? Catch 22, you say, is the biggest Trinidad song to you. Wouldn't you like to do a collaboration with the likes of K-Man, you know, them kind of artists there?
Yeah, I'm not ruling that out.
Yeah, they know that, man. Man. But
you're saying Trinidad artists. First of all, Rian Elbon is a part of Trinidad, so I don't understand what you're trying to come
like the big more well-known ones then.
It don't matter to me. Music is music, because when I put out a song, you can never know how big it could be. Next thing you know, I do a collaboration with an artist who is not that big, and it become bigger than Swanee or bigger than whoever. You understand? So it's not even about being big or small. For me, it's about what's good. And that's just it.
Sometimes I know what good work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just about, it is, honestly, people
You know why I say that? Skilly Ben proved that with a song called Wap Wap Wap. When Skilly Ben dropped that song, they sing, everybody and their mother said that song was rubbish.
Everybody and their mother.
In Jamaica.
All right.
And that song was one of the biggest songs out of dancehall for that year.
Right.
Internationally. So sometimes it's not what would be, what we would consider as good.
And that's
works.
exactly my point as well, because as you now say, the song was supposedly trash. I could do something with an unknown artist that nobody don't know, and it could supposedly be the biggest thing out.
Right.
And that's just it. So the same thing applies, vice versa.
All right. So.
Whether you work with a big artist or a small artist, same things apply. You can never know. You can never know what the people gravitate to. You can just put it out there and hope. And then there's also situations like this. Look at Potential Kid. He dropped a song 12 years later, then it started boom. What about that?
We only get one that was a mistake.
No, but what I'm saying is there's the possibility.
That was a mistake.
There's still a possibility. It don't matter if it was a mistake or not. You might look at it as a mistake. For him, that was a blessing. At the end of the day, he probably done offer that, forget that song was there. You can never know. And this is how these things just go. You can never tell. You can never know. You know, it's just straight to market, do your thing, push your content.
Anything possible, you know.
That is right.
Anything possible with music, you know.
Yeah. And that is it.
Some of the biggest songs, some of the biggest, like literally the biggest songs are like that, you know.
Correct is right.
Yeah, 'cause I remember my song, Cheerleader song. I was 2-3 years old, and then them do a remix to it, and the biggest thing. So you don't know it. So what the people can expect from you going forward?
Well,
other than the EP.
Other than the EP, so I have soca coming, because the soca season is coming up again. I really and truly intend to go up for Tobago Soca Monarch. That is definitely something you all can look out for and make sure and support me. Yeah.
We can find you on the socials.
You could find me at TinyPiny868 on everything from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So yeah.
All right. Perspectives Podcast, Tiny Piney. Well.
Hoy, and I said nobody now believe it. Well, if them here say I beat it, me and the pastor, me not go preach it to how we all it down. Yeah, man, it's Dejure, and I mean, giving you a different perspective on Perspectives Media. Easy.
Perspectives Media.